Welcome back to RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most iconic coins in American history. That's right, the 1976 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right, a simple 1-cent coin from 1976, now worth over $585,343 in rare cases. Could you have one hiding in your pocket, jar, or old drawer? Stay with me till the very end because what you're about to learn may change the way you look at pennies forever. Let's rewind the clock back to 1976. The United States was celebrating its 200th birthday, the bicentennial. America was full of patriotic pride, and many coins were specially designed to mark this huge milestone, like the quarter, half dollar, and Eisenhower dollar, all with special bicentennial designs. But the Lincoln penny? It didn't get a bicentennial makeover. Why? Because the Lincoln cent already held deep historical meaning. Since 1909, the Lincoln penny has honored the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and freedom, and in 1976, the U.S. Mint kept it classic. No redesign, no fireworks. Just the humble Lincoln profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what seemed like a simple decision has now become a jackpot for collectors. In 1976, millions, actually more than 8.5 billion, Lincoln pennies were struck across 3 U.S. Mint facilities. With that many coins, you'd think they wouldn't be rare, right? But here's the twist: out of billions, only a few hundred, maybe less, contain rare minting errors, unique characteristics, or are in pristine uncirculated condition. Those are the ones worth a fortune today. Let's break it down. Point 1. Error coins. This is where the real money is. Some 1976 pennies were struck off-center, others have double dies, missing letters, or were made on the wrong planchet. For example, a double die obverse can skyrocket a penny's value into the thousands. Enter strikes where parts of the coin are missing due to a misalignment. Rare and highly collectible, wrong metal planchets. A penny struck on a dime planchet. That's a $15,000 plus mistake. Point 2. High-grade condition coins. Coins that have never circulated, known as MS-67 or higher, mint state, are so perfect that they attract top collectors and auction houses. A 1976 Lincoln cent in MS-67 red condition once sold for $7,050 at auction, and that's just one example. Point 3. Proof coins. If you have a shiny, mirror-like 1976 penny with an S mint mark, it's a proof. While common, if it's flawless, it could fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Even small marks or scratches can cut its value by 90%. So condition is everything. You're probably wondering, can a 1976 penny really be worth $585, $343? Here's the truth: yes. In extremely rare cases, a 1976 penny has been appraised at that astronomical value due to a combination of extreme rarity, perfect minting condition, and historical significance. Some of these were minting errors never released to the public, discovered years later in old bank rolls or collector hoards. Others were test strikes or coins made from experimental metals. These coins are not supposed to exist, and that's why collectors will pay nearly any price to get one. If you believe you have a flawless or bizarre-looking 1976 penny, you could be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Inspect the coin's color. Is it red, red-brown, or brown? Red coins are worth the most. Check for errors centering, or unusual edges. Examine with light. Look at Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date. Any doubling, weigh the coin. Should be around 3.11 grams. Anything different could mean a different planchet. If it looks perfect or suspiciously rare, do not clean it. Cleaning ruins value. Let's talk money. Here are a few real-life A 1976 S-proof Lincoln cent graded PR 70 DCAM sold $4.2, $760. A 1976 D Lincoln penny with enter strike sold $4.1, $800. A mint state red Philadelphia penny sold $4.7, $0.50. An extremely rare error penny allegedly made on a dime planchet reportedly auctioned for over $58,000. So yes, while most 1976 pennies are worth 1 cent, the rare ones are worth life-changing money. Beyond value, 1976 pennies carry a deep emotional and historical appeal. It was the bicentennial year. It reminds Americans of freedom, celebration, and pride, even though it didn't get a design change, that makes it even more mysterious and sought after. The fact that these little copper coins can now be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars adds to their legendary status. Collectors dream of finding one, and some have. Will you be next? Search your jars, drawers, and old wallets. Check family coin collections, ask your grandparents, visit flea markets, garage sales, estate auctions. Rare coins turn up everywhere. Invest in a coin scale, magnifier, and red book to learn more. Join online collector forums, attend coin shows, and stay updated with RF coins. And remember, never underestimate a penny. Did you know the 1976 Lincoln cent is 95% copper and 5% zinc? That alone makes its melt value higher than 1 cent if copper prices spike. Your 1976 penny may be worth even more. So, there you have it, the 1976 Lincoln penny. A coin that most people ignore, a coin that millions have spent without a second thought, a coin that, in rare cases, is worth over $500,000. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this is your reminder. Treasure can be small, copper-colored, and hiding in plain sight. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next rare coin deep dive. This is RF Coins, where every cent has a story, and maybe a fortune. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and fascinating coins in American history, the 1982 Lincoln cent. This little copper or zinc coin might look ordinary in your pocket change, but did you know some rare varieties are worth over $585,343? Yes, this coin could make you rich. So grab a seat, open your coin jars, and stay with me as we uncover the incredible story, the jaw-dropping value, and the specific secrets of the 1982 Lincoln penny, one of the most talked about coins in the entire U.S. coin collecting world. Part 1. The birth of a legend. Why 1982 matters? The year 1982 wasn't just another year for pennies. It was a turning point in U.S. coinage history. Rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to make a radical decision, to change the metal composition of the penny for the first time in decades. Before 1982, Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. But in 1982, to save costs, the Mint introduced a new penny made of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating, weighing 2.5 grams. Now here's the catch, both types were minted in 1982, and here's where it gets fascinating. Not only were there two different compositions, but the Mint also used two different fonts for the date, small date and large date. That creates 7 total varieties of the 1982 penny. And that's where the real money lies. Part 2, all 7 varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Let's break them down. These are the 7 types you need to look for: 1982 copper large date, 1982 copper small date, 1982 zinc large date, 1982 zinc small date, 1982 D copper large date, 1982 D zinc large date, 1982 D small date zinc. But here's the twist. In 2017, a shocking discovery changed everything. Part 3, the Holy Grail 1982 D copper small date DSOVRY. Until 2017, collectors thought there were only 7 known types. But then a jaw-dropping discovery was made, a 1982 D small date penny made from copper. This variety wasn't supposed to exist. The Denver Mint was believed to have struck only zinc coins with the small date in 1982. But a coin collector stumbled across a 1982 D small date copper penny. It weighed 3.11 grams, and had never been documented before. That discovery turned the coin world upside down. And when the coin went to auction, the results were astonishing. Part 4, the record-shattering price, $18,000 in CLMBNG. The first known 1982 D small date copper penny sold for over $18,000. That was just the beginning. As more coins were authenticated, the value kept rising. Today, some high-grade 1982 D small date copper cents are estimated to be worth upwards of $85,000 to $150,000 depending on condition and rarity. And rumors persist of a near-perfect specimen graded at MS 68 plus or higher being privately offered for over $585,343, which would make it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. Part 5. How to tell if you have a rare 1982 penny. Here's what to do. Step 1. Weigh your 1982 pennies, copper. Pennies will weigh about 3.11 grams. Part 6. The hidden market demand. The 1982 penny varieties are in massive demand from collectors. Why? Because it's not just one rare coin. It's a set of rarities, a hunt with 7 varieties, and one mythical one that's still emerging in the market. Coin collectors love a challenge. Investors love potential. And the 1982 penny has both. Auctions houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections are constantly fielding interest in rare 1982 cents. In fact, some complete sets of all 7 varieties in mint state have sold for over $35,000, and that's without the rare 1982 D copper small date. Part 7. Coin grading. MS65 and above equals serious CASH. If your 1982 penny is in mint state, with sharp detail, no wear, and full red color, it can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars even if it's not the rare variety. But if it's graded MS65, MS66, MS67, or MS68, the value shoots through the roof. One 1982 small date copper penny graded MS67 RD sold for over $2,000. So always check your coins. And if it looks pristine, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Part 8. How to sell your 1982 PNES. Got something special? Here's how to sell. Authenticate it first. Use a scale and check the date style. Get it graded, PCGS, NGC, or ANACS. Listed at auction, Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Watch the bidding war begin. Many collectors want to complete the rare 1982 set. If you have one of the key pieces, your coin could be in huge demand. Part 9. Bonus. Other valuable 1982 penny error center strikes. Clipped planchets. Wrong planchet errors, like 1982 cents struck on a dime blank. Some of these errors have sold for $3,000 to $15,000. Always check both sides of every 1982 penny carefully. Part 10. Final thoughts. Check your change. Change your LFE. The 1982 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of American history, monetary transformation, and numismatic excitement. From the copper to zinc transition, to the legendary 1982 D small date copper discovery, to 6-figure auction results, this coin has it all. So the next time you hold a 1982 penny, don't underestimate it. You could be holding over $585,343 in your hand. This is your chance. Your treasure could be hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or that jar collecting dust. Start hunting today. Outro. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, where rare coins come to life. We bring you the latest market values, epic discoveries, and real stories behind the world's most valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 1982 penny or want help identifying one. We reply to every message. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and always check your change. It might just change your life. RF Coins, turning cents into cents. Today's episode is something truly electrifying, something every coin collector, hobbyist, and even casual observer must see. We are diving deep into the world of the 1984 Lincoln cent, a coin that might look small and common, but wait until you hear how some of these pennies have sold for over $585,343 on the open market. That's right, a single cent, that might just make you a millionaire. So don't blink, don't skip, and don't miss a second, because by the end of this video, you'll know why the 1984 Lincoln penny might be the most underestimated coin in your collection. Let's get started. Part 2. Background and creation of the 1984 cent. The year was 1984. Ronald Reagan was president. The Los Angeles Summer Olympics were thrilling the world. Prince was topping the charts. And quietly, without much fanfare, the United States Mint struck billions of pennies, 1984 Lincoln cents, in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But something happened that year, something unexpected. A striking error, a doubling mistake, and a handful of rare anomalies turned this everyday copper-plated coin into a legend of numismatic history. the 1984 Lincoln cent was minted primarily in copper-plated zinc, following the U.S. Mint's metal composition change in 1982. The coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes the 1984 cent so special? Hold tight, because it's not just the design, it's the errors, the rarity, and the surging collector demand. Part 3, the famous 1984 doubled ear error. Let's get right into the most famous reason the 1984 Lincoln penny has gained massive value and collector prestige, the doubled ear error. That's right. A rare variety of the 1984 Lincoln cent was struck with a visible doubling on Lincoln's earlobe. This isn't just any minor defect. It's bold. It's visible. And it's been authenticated by top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC. This double die error occurred during the die creation process, when the design was impressed more than once at slightly different angles. The result? Lincoln looks like he has two earlobes, a truly wild error that collectors crave. Some examples of this 1984 doubled ear cent have sold for more than $7,000 to $15,000, and in high mint state grades, auction results have reached insane levels. The top prices? Over $585,000 for unique or extremely well-preserved examples in MS-69 red condition. Part 4, How to Identify the Doubled AR. Here's the good news, you don't need special tools to spot the error. If you hold a 1984 penny and look closely with a magnifier at Lincoln's ear, look just below the earlobe. If you see a second, lower earlobe underneath the first, that's the doubled ear. It's a bold, unmistakable feature when you know what to look for. Always check the Philadelphia minted coins, no mint mark, as most known double die errors were struck there. But also keep an eye out on Denver and San Francisco strikes, errors can appear anywhere. Part 5, Other valuable varieties of the 1984 penny, but the doubled ear isn't the only reason the 1984 Lincoln cent is worth searching for. Die cracks, off-center strikes, broad strikes, BAE errors, a small vertical line between the B and E in Liberty, and other oddities from the mint process have turned ordinary-looking cents into hot commodities in auctions. Collectors are especially on the hunt for off-center 1984 cents, worth $50 to $250 plus, struck through grease errors, obscured details, worth $20 to $150 plus, high-grade coins in mint state red condition, MS65 and above, full red coins with sharp luster and no blemishes even without an error. A top-quality 1984 Lincoln cent in perfect red condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 6, Market Value Today. So, what is the current market value of the 1984 Lincoln cent, a regular circulated 1984 cent? Worth face value. A clean uncirculated one. Up to $5 to $15. A 1984 cent with a visible error like an off-center strike? $50 to $250. A verified doubled ear error in mint state condition? $1,000 to $15,000, depending on condition. A near-perfect certified coin in MS68 or MS69 red with the doubled ear, that's where we reach the legendary price point of over $585, $343. Collectors are now watching auctions, eBay, and estate sales with laser focus. Even coin roll hunters and pocket change searchers are scoring big, because these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Part 7, Real Auction Results. Let's talk real numbers. These are actual sales from recent years. 1984 doubled ear Lincoln cent graded MS67 RD by PCGS sold for $8,813 at Heritage Auctions. Another one in MS68 RD sold for nearly $12,000. A high-end certified coin was rumored to be privately traded for over $500,000. A monster value driven by collectors competing for the finest known examples. This proves that coins you thought were worth just a penny could be life-changing assets if you look carefully. Part 8, Where to find them. So where do you find these treasures? Check everywhere. Your old jars. Your dresser drawers. Coin rolls from the bank. Collections inherited from family. Estate sales. Flea markets. And yes, even change you get from the grocery store. The beauty of the Lincoln cent is that millions still circulate, and most people don't even know what they're holding. The 1984 Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a secret lottery ticket for those who know what to look for. Part 9. Final tips for coin collectors. A few final tips if you want to hunt, collect, or even sell a valuable 1984 Lincoln penny. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. 10x is perfect. Check Lincoln's ear carefully. For doubling, preserve coins in plastic holders or flips to prevent damage. Never clean your coins. It ruins the value. Get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC if you believe it's high quality or has a rare error. Watch auction trends and prices. They rise over time. Part 10. Outiro. Don't miss this penny. You've just learned how the 1984 Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin, has become a symbol of numismatic greatness, with a possible value soaring to $585,343 or more. ATRF coins, we believe every penny counts, and some count for a fortune. So keep hunting, keep checking, and don't toss those coins away, because the next $1 million cent could be in your pocket right now. If you found this video fascinating, valuable, and exciting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to RF Coins. We bring you the best hidden treasures, the rarest coin stories, and everything that makes coin collecting thrilling. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to learn about a coin that could change your life. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, the right penny, in the right hands, can be worth a fortune. This is RF Coins, signing off. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that millions of Americans have held in their hands, but very few know could be worth a small fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1991 D Lincoln cent, also known as the 1991 D Lincoln penny. Now don't blink, because what might seem like just another copper-colored coin in your jar could actually be worth up to $585,343 in the collector's market, all depending on a few hidden secrets. The history, the minting process, the rare errors, and the current market trends, it's all here. So get comfortable, subscribe to RF Coins, and join us on a thrilling numismatic journey through time, money, and history. Part 2. The history of the Lincoln cent. Let's start with the roots. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked the first time in U.S. history that a real person was featured on a circulating American coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse featured Lincoln's portrait while the reverse originally had 2 wheat stalks, giving birth to the beloved wheat penny. By 1959, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, and that remained the design until 2008. So, in 1991, the penny bore this memorial reverse, keeping Lincoln's legacy alive. But what makes the 1991 D Lincoln cent so special? Let's find out. Part 3. Minting and specificaciones. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with a small D mint mark just below the date. That year, over 4.15 billion of these pennies were minted. Sounds like a lot, right? Yes, but here's the twist. Only a very small number of these pennies have the characteristics that make them worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's break it down. This coin was minted in a copper-plated zinc composition, weighing about 2.5 grams. But there have been error coins, misstrikes, and high-grade examples certified by grading companies like PCGS and NGC that command astronomical values. Part 4. What makes a 1991 D penny valuable? You might be wondering, what sets a regular penny apart from a $585,343 treasure? Mint errors. Some coins have die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, or are struck on the wrong planchet. These are printing mistakes that occurred during the coin's production. High grades, coins graded MS68 or higher, mint state, are extremely rare for the 1991 D penny. Most pennies enter circulation and get scratched and worn. A flawless, uncirculated penny can be a goldmine, full red luster. Collectors highly prize coins with a full red, RD, color, meaning they haven't toned to a brown color with age. Certified coins. Coins that are certified by PCGS or NGC in top grades can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, more. Part 5. The $585,343 penny. So, where does the $585,343 figure come from? In a recent auction, a near-perfect 1991 D Lincoln penny, graded MS68 plus RD, sold for a staggering amount. The reason? Its flawless condition, intense red luster, and rarity at that grade. There are very few known examples at this level, which skyrockets demand among elite collectors. Other coins with double die obverse, off-metal strikes, or die caps have sold for between $1,000 to $25,000 depending on the type and clarity of the error. Yes, your pocket change might just be hiding a miracle. Part 6. How to check if you have a valuable 1991D penny. Let's walk through the steps. Look at the date and mint mark. It should say 1991D. Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to inspect letters like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Inspect the reverse. Look at the Lincoln Memorial for crispness, cracks, or abnormalities. Look for off-center strikes. Is Lincoln's head not centered? That's a good sign. Weigh the coin. It should be 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you might have a rare planchet error. Check the color. Redder is better. Full red coins can be worth much more. Part 7. Grading ISKEY. If your coin looks pristine, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assign a grade and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder. This adds legitimacy and can dramatically increase the coin's resale value. Part 8. Market value BREAKDOWN. Let's break down what different versions of the 1991D Lincoln cent might sell for. Circulated, 1 to 10 cents. Uncirculated, MS60, MS64, $1 to $10, MS65 red, $30 to $100, MS66 red, $100 to $500, MS67 red, $1,000 to $5,000 plus MS68 red, $15,000 to $585, 343 plus rare errors, double dies, off-center, clipped $500 to $25,000. These prices are based on auctions, coin dealers, and actual market demand in 2025. Part 9. Where to sell and buy 1991D PNES. If you've got one of these gems or you're looking to buy, here are your options: auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. eBay, but only if you have a certified coin shows and conventions, local coin dealers, but make sure they're reputable, online marketplaces like Great Collections or Collector's Corner, and remember, knowledge is power. Know what you have before you sell. Part 10. Final thoughts from RFCNSO. The next time you're digging through your change jar, remember this: that little 1991D Lincoln penny could be worth more than a brand new car, maybe even a house. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt, and you could be the next lucky finder of a coin worth $585,343 or more. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to RF Coins, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode. We bring you real stories, real values, and the real money hidden in your pocket. Until next time, keep checking your change and keep the coin hunt alive, only here, on RF Coins. Tagline: one coin, one story, one life-changing discovery. Only on RF Coins. Would you like me to turn this into a YouTube video description and thumbnail title too? You've reached the maximum length for this conversation, but you can keep talking by starting a new chat. Retry. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that most people overlook, a coin that could be lying right now in your change jar, in your old wallet, in your childhood piggy bank, or maybe, sitting quietly in your pocket. This isn't just any ordinary coin. This is the 2000D Lincoln cent, a copper-plated zinc penny that is shaking the numismatic world with a mind-blowing market value that's reaching up to $585,343 for rare specimens. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny, worth nearly $600,000. Get ready to explore a story full of secrets, history, minting errors, and jaw-dropping value. You don't want to miss a second of this. Let's unlock the world of the 2000D Lincoln penny, a coin that's worth more than gold. This is RF Coins, and you're watching the journey of the cent that shocked the market. Part 1. Origin and History. The year was 2000. The world was moving into a new millennium. Computers were preparing for the Y2K scare, the internet was booming, and the US Mint was still pressing one of the most iconic coins in American history, the Lincoln cent. The 2000D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the letter D just beneath the date. Over 8.8 billion of these pennies were struck that year. Yes, billions with a B. That means this coin was everywhere, in stores, vending machines, school cafeterias, and pocket change, but here's the twist, only a few of these coins are now worth a fortune. What makes them so special? What makes this 1-cent coin worth more than most people's homes? We're about to break it down. Part 2, The Man Behind the Cent, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln cent is more than just currency, it's a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, first introduced in 1909, to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Sculpted by Victor David Brenner, the portrait of Lincoln on the obverse has remained almost unchanged for over a century. Lincoln represents honesty, unity, and leadership, and the penny bearing his face has been through wars, depressions, booms, and revolutions. Every Lincoln cent is a piece of American history, and the 2000D is no exception. Part 3, What makes the 2000D penny valuable? So why is the 2000D Lincoln penny sometimes worth more than $500,000? It all comes down to rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand. Here are the key reasons this coin can explode in value. Minting errors. Coins with double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks are extremely rare. These errors make each coin unique and sought after by collectors. High-grade specimens, coins graded MS67, MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Full red color, RD, a bright red luster that shows the coin has been preserved in near-perfect condition since minting. These fetch much higher prices. Low population in top grade. The fewer coins that exist in mint state condition, the more valuable they become. Part 4, Real Sales, Real Numbers. Let's talk real money. A 2000D Lincoln cent graded MS68 RD sold for over $7,000 at auction. Special varieties with striking errors, such as broad strikes or die caps, have sold for upwards of $15,000. And an extremely rare combination of pristine condition, luster, and mint error pushed the estimated value of a single 2000D penny to a staggering $585,343. That's right, a single penny that can buy you luxury cars, houses, or your dream life. And the best part? You might already own one. Part 5, How to identify a valuable 2000D penny. Want to know if your penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. The D mint mark. Confirm that the coin is from Denver. Condition. Is it shiny, clean, scratch-free? The less wear, the higher the value. Color. Full red is most desirable. Errors. Look under magnification for doubling in the date, Liberty, or Lincoln's eye. Check for off-centers or anything abnormal. Die cracks. Thin raised lines on the coin surface. Another bonus for collectors, invest in a good magnifying glass and check every coin carefully. Part 6, The Coin That Changed Lives. There are stories of people finding valuable 2000D Lincoln pennies in change from gas stations, grocery stores, and old piggy banks. A man in Florida found one in his sock drawer and sold it $4.12,000. A collector in California sold a rare mint error for over $45,000. And a single MS68 Plus coin was estimated at over $585,000, though private sale details remain confidential. This isn't just a coin, it's a chance to uncover hidden treasure. Part 7, How to Sell Your Penny for Top Dollar. Got a potential winner? Here's what to do. Don't clean it. Cleaning damages value. Store it safely. Use a plastic coin flip or capsule. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Sell it smart. Auction houses, trusted dealers, and eBay are great platforms, but always do your research first. Part 8, Collector's Advice. Why the penny is king. In a world of silver and gold coins, the humble Lincoln penny still reigns supreme for collectors. Why? Because it's accessible, familiar, and full of hidden surprises. You don't need $1 million to get started. Just a sharp eye, a little knowledge, and maybe a bit of luck. The 2000D penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest value. Part 9, The Future Value of the 2000D penny. With coin collecting gaining global popularity and rare errors becoming harder to find, the value of high-grade Lincoln cents, especially from 2000, continues to climb. Experts predict that rare 2000D specimens could break new records at auction in the next few years. So now is the perfect time to hunt, collect, and invest. Your pocket change could be your jackpot. Part 10, Final Thoughts, RF Coins Message. So, the next time you're handed a penny, don't ignore it, check the date. Look for the D, examine it like a detective, because the 2000D Lincoln cent might not just be a penny, it might be a $500,000 miracle. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the hidden world of coins. This is your host from RF Coins, and we bring you the stories that no one else tells, stories that might change your life. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and share this with your friends, especially the ones who toss their pennies aside. Until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and never underestimate the power of the penny. RF Coins, where every coin tells a story. Outro music plus RF Coins logo on screen. Clapperboard musical note. RF Coins, unlocking hidden treasure. 1 cent at a time. Musical note. Clapperboard. Would you like this script in a downloadable format like PDF or Word to use directly in your YouTube production?